Nigerians. I guess it would be for the president to also show Nigerians why there's no need, for ethnic and religious rivalry. Let's see that he's able to carry everyone along. We must interrogate scholars. I beg your pardon. We must interrogate SDGs, says scholars. We must interrogate SDGs. That's according to scholars. NSITF resolves disputes as PARMSEC chides union leaders. And you also have there, Luth performs first non-surgical hole in heart repair. Luth performs, LASUTH, that's the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, performs first non-surgical hole in heart repair. That's great. Congratulations to them. Drama as Adeleke's aide and ex-Senate spokesman clash at Eid prayers. Drama as Adeleke's aides and ex-Senate spokesman clash at Eid prayers. Tariff hike. NERC awaits president's approval. Plans stakeholders meeting. So I told you that this is not over yet. They're probably just waiting for the president to give a go. And with the economic situation of the country and how things are, there's some level of instability, and the government being afraid of breeding bad blood against itself. Maybe stay in this tariff hike thing for a bit to observe the mood and tension in the country. Maybe douse it down a little before the implementation comes on or the approval comes. Who knows? There's a lot of increments here and there. The president had said, "Let the poor breathe," but it seems like these days they're snuffing life out of the poor entirely. The middle class, do we still have that? I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna have that. Okay, I'll leave my thoughts to myself. Crack in Benue APC as splinter group convenes meeting to zone positions. Crack in Benue APC. A splinter group convenes meeting to zone positions. Pension registration drops 10% as PENCOM go after defaulters. That's it from the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Picking up the Guardian now from the Guardian newspaper. Salah presidency, PDP trade blames over bleak and low-key celebrations. Presidency and PDP trade blames over bleak and low-key celebrations. Also, they have federal government to stop funding professional bodies and councils from 2026. There's a bit of a conflict because I've seen two versions of the press statement from the press release or memo from the budget office. One had 2024, January 2024 as its commencement date, and the other had 2026. So it's a little confusing now. I don't know which one to go by. Federal government to stop funding professional bodies and councils from 2026. That's the one that Guardian is going with. Adeleke, Senator, clash over reserved seat at Oshun praying ground. Flooding, FCTA to evacuate residents of Trademore Estate. Where are they taking them to? I hope they're providing, a facility for them. I hope they're providing, somewhere that they can go to. It's not just to tell them to evacuate or move them or tell them to move. Please, let's be creative. There's a way that some of these waters can be dredged or something or redirected. We can do this. I mean, we don't have to just keep demolishing and, rendering people homeless. There's a lot of homeless people already. We're talking about, housing deficits in the country. And then those who have managed to maybe buy houses or even rent houses would now be told to just move or Somehow one day you just hear that, those houses are being demolished. There are other solutions. There could be. We don't always have to just demolish and demolish and demolish. Everywhere you go, people just demolish. Go to Kano State, Kaduna, everywhere. People just demolish buildings, even after they've cost private individuals and even government sometimes hundreds of millions to, put up. Instead of just demolish them, why can't government repossess them and, find a way to use them, make them useful? If the houses are built on waterways, can we rechannel the waterways? If not, can we compensate the people at least to build somewhere and move them to those places? At least let's do that. Some of these buildings are lying fallow in the city for years and decades. Why can government repossess them and use them? I mean, it would make more sense than just demolish and demolish and demolish people's homes and render people homeless every time. Let's be creative. All right, lobbyist stranded as Tinubu relocates from Bodilon to White House. Lobbyist stranded as Tinubu relocates from Bodilon to White House. Well, can they access him there? I wouldn't know now. We already told them his location. They probably have to find him. Stock market gains 5 trillion naira in 6 months. Stock market gains 5 trillion naira in 6 months. All right, so let's see what the Punch is reporting now. Quickly from the Punch, Salah. Current pains necessary, says Tinubu. Governors preach unity. President assures Nigerians of better days. PDP lambasts APC. Governors demand peaceful coexistence as Muslims celebrate Salah. Again, Salah. Current pains necessary, says Tinubu. Look, social justice and would mean that no one would enjoy while others are suffering. Nigerians cannot be paying for the good life for other people. Yet, and we're saying that suffering is look, if we're suffering, we also want to see you suffer to an extent. Be able to show us that you too, there's something that's going on, that some changes that you're making in your own lifestyle. Many people over the weekend were talking about, or 2 days ago, we're talking about the convoy of the president having over 100 cars. While that is really not the issue, the truth is most of those cars were other people who had come to be a part of it. It's not all of the president's convoy. There were people in Lagos states who had driven there, the minister, special advisors, even I think the IGP and the rest, the NSA, and they were all there. They all had cars in that convoy, so it's not the president. But then, people have put a cost to how much it would cost to fill those cars. Each of those cars, at least, would have been filled with nothing less than 40,000 naira, and these are, paid off taxpayers' money. We need to see that people are actually, those in government, those who are leading us, are also making certain sacrifices. Not continue to, live in affluence and show that, and, those ostentatious life being ostentatious and just rubbing it in the faces of Nigerians. Moving on. Listen to this one. Marketers project 700 naira per litre petrol. Marketers project 700 naira per litre petrol. I would read that to you. I have it. As soon as I have it, I'll read that to you. Read your story. And it says, another headline here, 120 billion naira USSD debt won't be cancelled. Telcos tell banks. 120 billion naira USSD debt won't be cancelled. Telcos tell banks. Nigeria's digital infrastructure inadequate for cashless economy, says World Bank. Nigeria's digital infrastructure inadequate for cashless economy. Ladoja rejects Makinde's planned evaluation, or rather, Ladoja rejects Makinde's planned elevation of high chiefs. Community groans over Bad Road 6 Abiodun's intervention. Drama as Senate ex-spokesman and a delegate supporters clash at Eid ground. Now let's read that story I promised you earlier. Marketers project 700 naira per liter fuel, PMS or petrol. And it goes, the story says, oil marketers have projected that the pump price of petrol could rise above 700 naira per liter in northern Nigeria starting from July. The National Controller Operations Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, Mike Osatui, told The Punch on Wednesday that the price could rise to above 700 naira in the north once independent marketers start importing products from July. He said while those living in the north or northern states could pay as much as 700 naira and above for 1 liter of petrol, those outside Lagos should expect to pay around 610 naira, as residents of Lagos would pay about 600 naira per liter. Isn't this just interesting? Though we all know that all of these fuel subsidy thing is cause, has been maintained or sustained because a section of the country haven't said we don't want. Bama, so once we say okay, I'll leave my thoughts to myself. Let's live it now. Moving on, 09073530044 and 09087668888. 09073530044 and 09087668888. Send a message to 09097054450. That is 09097054450. How much more can Nigerians take? Let's bring in the callers. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Lost that one. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Moisa.
Good morning to you. Welcome.
My name is Ifeanyi. I'm calling from Maitama.
Ifeanyi, is it your first time calling?
So to say, no problem. Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Please, my question is this: is this man serious about this position? Where is this man taking us to? Where is this man taking us to? Is that the way to lead people? Okay, put us under hardship. I look at the ship he was flying yesterday. And our money take they buy the fuel. And he said, make we bet up. Make we do this, make we do that. And so then they lead people. Let us tell ourselves the truth. When they talk now, they say, because he's obedient, because he give money, because he do this and that. Let's call a spade a spade. People should call this man to order. We are dying. Okay, where I was going before 100 naira. Yesterday I went there with 250 naira. How much is my salary? He said we'll put it in place. What do you don't put in place? Until you die, put something in place. I don't talk of my people in the village. I mean, I'm here working, and I didn't give them money. I'm better being rotated alive. And he said he's still president. Please, for God's sake, people should call Tinubu to order before people die. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ifeanyi, for calling. Let's bring in more callers. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. My name is GB.
GB, good to have you.
Markets are saying petrol will go as far as 600 or 700. To me, that is just a speculation. Market, our fuel, go and write it down, will not go beyond highest, this 550 or something. NNPC is the sole importer. And NNPC has a lot of what we call overhead.
GB, have you heard that the marketers are importing fuel already? From July 1,
Let me talk now.
Their products will land.
NNPC has a lot of overhead.
And there's no regulation.
Let me talk now.
I can hear you.
I'm a businessman.
Okay.
There'll be competition.
I'm a businessman too.
In Abuja here, some people are selling this petrol 548. And some are selling 537, 538. In the same Abuja, people are buying. So anybody can say it's only 800 naira. Somebody can say my own is 500. It depends on your calculations. Some will look at it that if I'm selling my petrol, my own for 500 ml for 500 naira, and I'm selling 1 truck in a day, I prefer it making 1 naira per liter. I prefer it to that I want to make 5 naira per liter and sell for 1 month. It depends on your market strategy. What I'm saying is that we'll all be here. I will call you and I remind you. From August, Dangote will bring his own petrol out. Okay. Competition will be there. If you like, go and import from Germany. If you like, go and buy Dangote home. It depends on you.
We're going to take this day down. Today is what? 29th of June, 2023. People have said
economists on the convoy. I wouldn't know where somebody stood and was counting number 120. Like we said, there are many people on the entourage, there are many people who are there. And because he was called for Lagos for the first time after being sworn in, they give him that grand reception. In the next time you go to Lagos, you won't see that kind of thing there. People only focus on the trivial things. They don't focus on the major. The policy of this government, plus or minus, how do we move forward? The accounting number of cars, how many fuel will fill this car? These are all the volatility on social media. Me, I don't join them all those things. So let's read the reality. How would the policy of government affect our economy? This postal subsidy that be removed. Which gain can we get from it? Technology now. We're looking at converting vehicles to condensed gas. How do we come to? How do we train people? How do we get it? How do I make my money from it? I mean, these are the things we're looking at. That okay, people. How do I learn how to convert from petrol to gas? That's what you be concerned of, to make money from opportunity. They're looking at counting number of cars, all those social media rubbish. Thank you very much.
Thank you, GB. Fantastic thoughts put forward there. Let's bring in another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Henacho.
Good morning, Salasi. Good to have you.
My name is Salasi, and I want to counter my good friend GB. Do you remember when Buhari first increased fuel price that time? He said, no, they have removed subsidy. There will be competition. The price will go down. I'm telling you, they are going to buy fuel at the rate of 1,000 naira per liter if care is not taken. How much is diesel? They remove subsidy for diesel. How much is diesel? They remove subsidy for kerosene. How much is kerosene? And now we are talking about Dangote. I'm telling you, Dangote won't start work by October. This one, it was ceremonial in kind of opening of Dangote. I don't think Dangote will even start work this year. Because this one, they just did that in order to get for Nigeria to applaud them that they are doing work, they are doing this. I'm telling you, all is fake. Like one governor, he will say all is fake. I'm telling you. So what I'm telling you, Mr. Ehenacho, is that all this propaganda, I am telling you in this country, I'm telling you, people will buy fuel. Okay, before then, people are even buying fuel at the rate of 600 naira, 900 naira in your door and other parts of the country. And now he's saying that we should mark the day. I'm telling you, and I will call this radio station and I will still challenge him because I know this electricity tariff that I told you yesterday. I made mention of that. We shouldn't celebrate that. These people have been increasing the electricity tariff without even the knowledge of Nigeria. They increased this year. Last year, how many times they increased the electricity tariff? So these are the things. So all this one they are talking of is propaganda, and I'm telling you, and I will still mention it there. I will call this radio station, and I will tell you how much people are buying fuel. Thank you, and I appreciate it.
Thank you, Salasi. Appreciate you calling in. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Ihana, so good morning.
Good morning to you, Michael. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Ihana, I know you are in charge. You are in charge, and you are continue to be in charge. Nobody should tell you what. Allow me to talk. If you can choose to allow anybody to talk, not even to allow anybody to talk.
Michael, go ahead and respond to the headlines, please.
Okay. Let me respond to those issues. Somebody has said, I am a businessman. There's going to be a competition. I want to ask you, as a competition lasts, probably maybe perhaps the way he narrated it now, Abuja are selling maybe between 500 and, you understand? And then, 575 or something like that. And then probably you leave Abuja, go to another state, and then they are selling between 700 and then both. And then you will now leave those places. You come back to Abuja to come and buy because there is a competition. Hello, is that what somebody mean as a competition? Maybe as those who are transportation, those who are transit. And then you left Abuja where they sell maybe a normal price, and then you go another place, you say, I will not buy until when I come back to Abuja. Then you have to remain there. I think for me, the Tinubu administration, I don't understand. He said that the hardship is for what? That's the way you put it. I mean,
It's
the thing
necessary.
is good in your.
It's necessary. The current pains are
It's
necessary.
necessary. You can imagine. So the suffering of the people are necessary. You know, and you even have the audacity, the body to come out on our face and tell us that the pain are necessary, the hardship are necessary. Please, I want to remind him that it's not necessary.
Okay.
Nobody likes to suffer.
All right,
Yes,
Michael.
it's not. I mean, and just finally, just
Yes.
like I mentioned of demolition of other properties, I have also contributed in that regard. Why are there always the demolition? Even in the midst of high cost of building materials, and somebody will build something that they don't have any other common sense to apply. It's rather to go and demolish people's houses. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's go. More calls. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Yanacho.
Good morning.
Good morning, Yanacho.
Okwi, good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning to all Nigerians. I greet Salas. I greet Banga. Please, Yanacho, don't mind Banga. We know you. We know you in Nigeria Info. Before they are buying here, they are buying here in Nigeria Info, not to call it Nigeria Info.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Nigeria Info Radio, yes, don't mind him. Yes. Mr. President told us to have purchase and to sacrifice. He asked us to sacrifice. Sacrifice with what? Sacrifice with insecurity and killing and hunger. Increase in fuel. Increase in fuel. Okay, look at his convoy. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you.
Yes, yeah. Look at his convoy yesterday. How many cars? Okay, those cars, count them. Then how much will it take to fuel those cars? It tell us to have if you know it's truth. Why don't you use buy this one strong car? This is Golf 2. Use Golf 2, one for him and one for police. They are suffering us. That's Golf 2 is a strong car. Why importing SUV? You use car Golf 2, one for police and one for you. You don't. We should remain in hunger and starvation. Which sacrifice do you want to make again? You three generations and they become president. You tell us to I disagree. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Okwi. Appreciate you calling in. Keep your calls coming 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. Send SMS or WhatsApp messages to 090-9705-4450. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Prince Yanacho.
Good morning, Clement Zion Prince.
Thank you. PDP and APC counter. PDP and Labour counter APC over unpopular policies, and APC is countering them back. And though PDP is asking us to sacrifice more, the Nigeria needs to sacrifice. People are just on point with the response. How long shall the poor sacrifice and die for the rich to live in luxury? Is that the kind of policy Tinubu has brought to us? Fuel is going to 700 naira according to marketers. And somebody says he's a businessman. Yes, let GD be a businessman. I remember when GD first came into this Ego FM program, somebody countered him and said, that is the man that was driven away from Nigeria. I was the one who said, people should leave him, that we need somebody like him. And I believe that we still need him. Let him continue to tell us the other side of the story. Fair may even go to 1,000 naira. That's how bread started. Bread na small. When they say 500 naira, people say, go buy for them. Bread don't be passed on 1,000 now to 1,200. My brother, Tinubu's policies are unpopular. Now they are borrowing over 250 to 300 billion to empower women. Which women? You have to ask for the template on which they are going to disburse the money. It's going to go to private pockets. Jonathan's government did it under UWIN. They say UWIN program for women. Billions of naira went down the drain. I know a woman who was shoplifted. At the end of the day, what they told her is that because she succeeded, that the government will keep in touch with her. That's all till tomorrow. So Tinubu should begin to listen to the voice of reason now before he derails completely. He has started failing. I don't want to conclude that he has totally failed because he has a long time to redeem himself. But if he takes advantage of a long time to perpetuate hardship on the people, history will judge him wrong and God will judge him wrong. Let him begin to retrace his steps now before it's too late. Nigerians are suffering under him. Take the condition of a civil servant with even 100,000 naira. They don't the fair money, they don't house rent, they don't school fees, they don't everything. You will see where Tinubu is living Nigeria to. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very soon, some of you just have to park your cars at home and, maybe learn to exercise. It's going to be good for you. What can I say? Okay, I'll take this one in. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Prince Inasho.
Good morning.
Olajide,
welcome.
The line is getting easier. Those of them in Nigeria, they are falling back to USA, and I love that. It's good.
We love it.
Oku that was saying Benga was banned. Oku cannot call in that station. They banned him too.
What are you people saying? Go ahead, please respond to the headlines. Let's move
so,
away from
so if somebody calls it, all of them, they banned them because of. And Benga was not banned because of this. Others were banned because of consultation. So let's forget that. Please, Inasho, just say sometimes I don't call because I used to say. There are some things you have analyzed. So if you have analyzed, there's no need for me to call again. But others will still be saying things. Despite the fact you have analyzed it. On the issue of Mr. President, just like Benga said, this is the first time the man is turning back to Lagos. So you will extend that kind of fear. That cars are not only from the presidency. You have who waiting for him at the airport to escort him. So 120 cars is not, and apart from that, let me tell you, security of president is the symbol of a nation. If anything happened to that man, we know what happened. When Mutara was killed, we know what happened. In Rwanda, the president was killed, and you know what happened because that man was killed. So even if you see 1,000 cars, and that president, we all know it, that anywhere in the whole world, president is not joking with. When Buhari came in 2015, he said he will be observing traffic lights. They tell him, say, no, you can't do it. If anything happens to you, the entire nation will be in problem. So let us all know that. When president moves, he does not mean that they are not sacrificing too.
Olajide, if this wasn't your preferred candidate, would you be happy? Would you say these things that you're saying?
If I do what?
If the president wasn't your preferred candidate or your preferred person, would you say?
Prince Inasho, look at me. I've been saying it.
Okay.
There is protocol for everything. You don't just tell me now, Prince Inasho, you are more enlightened than me. You are journalist. You have had conflict in other countries. Tell me that even in Nigeria here, their president, they don't joke with it.
No doubt. That's not going to be disputed. We cannot dispute that. The president is the number one citizen, needs all the protection and all that. He deserves it.
Okay, let's say Obi wins now, and Obi went to Anambra. I will not be saying, why did Obi go with this kind? I've gone beyond that. I've gone beyond that.
All right.
Let me tell you, I've gone beyond that. And on Adeleke, finally on Adeleke, is Adeleke a Muslim? Is he a Muslim? He's a Christian. Bona fide, born and bred as a Christian. He just went there to make trouble. And let's say you want to go to that Yidi. Protocol demands that the chief imam that inform that tomorrow Yidi, tomorrow prayer, Mr. Governor is coming. They will have made provision for you that you are coming. You didn't make information that you are coming. You just came in suddenly. That means the man himself came to look for trouble of that man because that man, the senator, is an opposition senator. So why should a governor be sent low like that?
According to what I read, they said provision was made, the seats were reserved for the governor. And the protocol people had to, talk to the senator to say, look, this seat was reserved. He moved to the next one.
That was when the protocol just went there. That was after everything had started. And yet the man said, okay, he moved to another line.
Yes.
Then governor came saying, no, the man must not be there. You're not sure. That is, right, and it's a prayer ground. It's like we are fighting in the church.
Thank you very much.
Not because somebody wants to see. God bless you. God bless Nigeria.
God bless you too. And the conversation continues. I'm liking this. Good morning again. Let's talk some more.
Looking for the most innovative housing and construction festival? The best platform for an exhibition, an opportunity to network and increase your business reach. How to navigate the real estate and construction market trends? Then look no further, as the 17th Africa International Housing Show is here again. This year's ARHS gives you access to several innovations, including 400 plus exhibitors, 25,000 plus attendees, Africa's one-of-a-kind real estate CEOs Forum, ARHS Under 40 and Young Professional Meetup 2023, B2B meeting, networking app, International Conference on Alternative Funding for Housing. This year's event will be witnessed by a delegation of members of the Chartered Institute of Housing, CIOH London, and the UK Professional Association of Certified Housing Practitioners. Be a part of this historic event. Visit our website www.africahousingshow.com or call 0916 500,000. 17th Africa International Housing Show, the largest housing conference and exhibition in Africa.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
From Milky Way to Earth, everywhere there's internet, you can connect with Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Log on to our website www.eaglesfm.com. Follow and engage with us now on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at Eagles FM Abuja, Instagram at Eagles FM 1023. Download our apps on your Android and iOS stores. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, your radio experience you can count on.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Are you looking for an internet service that will make surfing on the internet an enjoyable one? Do you want a super fast connection to the internet? Look no further, as Eagles Internet Services is here for you, an effective internet service provider with 99% proven reliability for residential and office services. We provide unlimited internet bandwidth services of different bundles tailored to meet your desires and taste. It is reliable, affordable, with a wide coverage. You can locate them at Plot 1719 Cadastral Zone B, Kaura District, or you can call 081-3312-1423 or 090-6576-5969. Eagles Internet Service. Stay connected to everything you love.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Thank you for staying with us. A lot of messages pouring in now. Let's take a few more calls and then we get to your messages. Hello, good morning.
Good
morning, Bright. Welcome. Good to have you.
Yeah,
sir.
I'm happy. You know why I'm happy for you?
Why are you happy?
Because of the type of moderation you are giving in this our FM. Yeah, I'm a popular radio listener. So this is they are dragging the bandits and the bandits. You see that one that answered GB. I know in 3 radio stations he was banned because of the type of this thing.
Right.
Push out there.
Right. Leave ban and no ban. Just go ahead. Talk to me.
What I'm asking is that let God give you the wisdom to handle this our station alike. When we are learning English in secondary school, there's one writer they call SMO Aka. They call it we are learning vocabulary. They say birds of the same plumage congregate to the same proximity. We use it to learn, we say we are speaking vocab. You can see their type now. That's one person now. And in a delicate case, one person is supporting that a senator will own a mosque or a senator will own a church. It's not for the public. Look at the type of position somebody is taking. Anyway, that's aside. Yeah, in Nigeria, we don't read history. And that's why the government removed history from syllabus for the curriculum of secondary schools or universities. I don't know. We don't know history. If you check the history of Tinubu, the last one day, when he won the APC presidential ticket and he went to Lagos, how many cars welcomed him? Then why are we crying now that another set of cars again came back to usher him to Lagos? Why are we quarreling? The thing is that we don't know history. I didn't even know history. More parties are coming, you know. Let it settle. And you know that he didn't win the election. That's why he's doing this. He's just taking his own time to enjoy the cozy environment of the villa and just the rest of them.
Right, I take exception to that. Tinubu won election by standard until the court overturns it or anything.
The case is in court.
He's winner of the 2023 election.
In midnight. That's when we are sleeping. We are not aware when the law was declared.
Thank you very much, Bright. Appreciate you calling in. Have a fantastic day. Let's get on to more. Let's get to your messages now. And let's start with this one. It's from Joseph from Piakasa. You say, good morning, Prince. How are you doing? Just the way the Nigerian airplane is a scam. Now, so Dangote refinery will be scam. I don't see it working now, not this year. Prince, our president told us during his campaign that he will continue from where Buhari stopped, and some people still voted for him. I don't want to hear anybody complain, please. I'm just waiting for courts to help us remove the removable. That's what I'm patiently waiting for. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Joseph, thank you very much. God bless you too. Let's go to more. This one's from Precious from Left Camp. Precious says, good morning, His Radio Highness of Abuja. Good morning to you, Precious. My Prince, I love this our radio station. It has become my morning dose of sanity and awareness every day. I love our commenters. God bless Eagles FM. God bless your heart, my Prince. God bless you, Precious. We appreciate you, Precious. Thank you so much for being there every morning. Udokama is here. Udokama, good morning. Let's hear you quickly. What happened? All right, let's squeeze in a caller before we get back to Udokama. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Welcome, sir. Thank you very much. Please,
let me comment on this 120 cars on Bola Tinubu. In fact, that movement, he's intentionally mocking the nation. Imagine the condition of the masses inside this country right now. And now a president himself now is moving with 120 cars. As how? In fact, it's very, very impunity. He don't have conscience. Is that a leader? Is that the way it's supposed to be?
Sorry, you didn't even tell me your name. What's your name, sir? What's your name?
My name is Over to Jesus.
Over to Jesus. I've just explained to you that the president was not alone in that convoy was not the president's convoy alone. There were people from Lagos State Assembly. There were NSAs. The NSA was there. Other members of the APC were there on ground to welcome the president. So those 120 cars were people who joined his convoy, who joined his entourage, and people who came to welcome him. So I think we should move away from that conversation of 120 cars in a convoy. They're all just not the president's, cars. So let's move away from that. Thank you so much, Over to Jesus. Appreciate you calling in. Let's get to the voice notes now. Udokama, let's hear you now. Good morning.
Ivana, you see, the suffering is necessary. We have to suffer. We must suffer. But I reject it before I continue to say what I want to say. I reject the suffering. I reject it. It's not necessary. And it can never be necessary. You see, this is the kind of people that we elect to lead us. It's when we are crying during campaign, it looks as if we are being, we are attacking a particular person. We hate a particular person. It's not like that. Nobody hates each other. But the thing is that there is always a way of doing 1 + 1 minus and see what is going to happen in the future. He don't have any plan for us. He don't have any plan for us, and because he don't have any plan for us, he will keep on asking us to continue suffering, endure. Why his wife and children are living a lousy life, living a big mansion, eating with throwing food anyhow, throwing money away anyhow. You see, and Nigeria have to suffer. Look at it. GB is trying to defend him. Who stood there to count the numbers of the car? Must you come to it? Must you come to it? How much is to fuel? How much are you going to use to fuel that kind of jeep? You know the way they suck fuel. You know the way that kind of car suck fuel, and somebody have it in numbers, driving it alone, and they ask people who are managing their life that it is necessary for us to suffer. God forbid. I reject it from him. I reject it. But you see, GB is saying that the fuel is going to come down. He's a businessman. I look at that guy. That guy is a kind of selfish woman, because I remember when Labour wanted to add more, asking for increase in their salary, he was shouting that it cannot be done. It cannot be done. Now he's supporting evil that will return back against whoever that plan it.
No, Odokama, let's not descend to that level where we're calling each other names. No, let's not do that, please. This platform, the purpose of this platform is to, engage and have civil conversations on national issues, analyze issues based on how you see it, and your perception would not be the same as somebody else's. The way you see things, your point of view, where you stand, could be different from somebody else's, and you can't really begin to descend to the point where you're calling each other's names and casting aspersion against each other. This is a conversation. Look, as friends, we would argue, we would disagree, sometimes we would agree. Okay, and when we don't align, it's okay. It's okay to have dissenting voices. Let's not descend to that point where we're calling each other names. Jennifer Alex from First Generation Estate Lokogoma says, "Good morning, Prince. Well, if Tinubu asks us to sacrifice, why are they, the elite, not sacrificing by cutting down cost of governance? It's like we, the poor, are sacrificing for the rich to get richer and richer. Now we be the sacrificial lamb. According to Joseph Jojo, if they push the goats to the wall, the goats will bite. It's your princess. It's your princess, Jennifer Alex. Jennifer, big shout out to you, Princess Jennifer. Okay, moving on. This is from Suleiman Damfulani. He said, "My prince, good morning. Please, my prince, I want to use this opportunity to pray for our president, Alhaji Ahmed Bola Tinubu. May Almighty Allah continue to guide and protect him from all his enemies, known and unknown. May Almighty Allah give him the wisdom and ability to do the needful to Nigeria and Nigerians." Suleiman, thank you very much for your message. Let's squeeze in a caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Nacho.
Welcome.
My name is Abakar, calling you from Bangladesh.
Abakar, welcome.
Nice to be on with you.
Well, it's always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. Yesterday, I asked Salati to send my number.
Yes, he did. It's my undoing. I should have sent that number to Elder Noja. I'll do that. Don't worry. I'll do that. Thank you for reminding me. I'll do that.
Thank you.
Yes.
Just like other previous scholars have commented, we shouldn't be the sacrificial lamb of the average citizen of this country. Those in position of authority should align themselves with the two realities of life. If we should make sacrifice, the ruling class should do the same thing. We should not be subjected to anti-people policies and programs. They make decisions that continue to impoverish millions of Nigeria. Yesterday was Salah Day. Many people cannot socialize, cannot identify with their members of their families who are in far places because of cost of transportation. What is the benefit of our oil wealth? It is being cornered. The benefit of our oil wealth is being cornered by the ruling class and their cronies. They are not up to 1% of Nigeria population. We are not enjoying the benefit of our wealth. Imagine Qatar, the whole World Cup. They diversify their oil wealth into infrastructure, in sports, tourism. That is how a sincere leader think. They think ahead. But our leaders, they squander national wealth, they mismanage our resources, they continue leaking, and they are acting The ordinary citizen to sacrifice.
All right, Abubakar.
But one day, Montego go market. One day, Montego go market, they will come back. This will not be permanent in our national life.
Thank you, Abubakar. Appreciate you calling in. And Barka de Salah again to you. So those of you who said you were going to send Guru Salah yesterday, I did not see it though. I did not see it. Anyway, let's go to your messages now. And this one is from Bright Maz from Airport Road. You say, good morning, Ihanacho. I want to say that Tinubu didn't come to solve Nigeria's problems, rather to worsen it. As he said that he is continuing from where Buhari stopped. Let Nigerians stand up and stop all these wicked acts from Mr. President. Judiciary should help us do the needful because we can't continue with this suffering. Tinubu said that we knew that Nigerians didn't vote for him. That is why he doesn't care how Nigerians feel. May God deliver us from APC hand. Okay, that's your message, Bright Maz. Thank you very much. Let's go to Okechuku's voice note. Okechuku, good morning to you. Welcome.
Hello, Ihanacho, good morning.
Welcome.
My name is Okechuku. How is work?
Good.
How is the weekend, Salah?
Great.
I said I should greet you. I'm not around for a while now. I'm back. I just want to react on the headline that says Tinubu said Nigerians need to sacrifice more. When these people are campaigning, we have been telling them, these people have no good future for Nigerians. There are no plans for us. How will you tell us to sacrifice more?
Okay, why? Don't call now. Don't call this line. Don't call this line now. You want to call 09073530044.
Hunger and hardship is killing us. You cannot buy fuel in the rate of cheaper price now. When the marketers are telling us that fuel may rise again to 700 or 1,000. And someone is telling us he's a marketer, he's a businessman, that if you buy fuel here, you can go to another place and buy whatever you want to buy. If this one sell it 100, you go there and buy 200. In this Nigeria. I tell you, people are just siding injustice in the country, which is affecting everybody. We are crying for hunger. Nobody is listening to us. Buhari told Nigeria, when I leave, you people will remember me. It is happening. When Buhari was ruling Nigeria, people are crying. We thought that people are saying Tinubu will be better than Buhari. Can't you see the sign of failure? They have removed fuel subsidies. It's 1 month now. No any improvement, no any sign that this thing will come down. People cannot eat very well. People cannot walk. Come to the street. Everywhere is dry. Never know where these people are taking Nigeria to. Honestly, this country, I'm so tired of this country. You cannot come out and hear good news. Every day, complain. Oh boy, I'm not tired for this country. I don't work out, they go, I beg. Take good care of your office.
Okay,
bye-bye.
Now even Somalia, you cannot go to. That's the problem. You can't even go to Somalia anymore. Okay, so, okay, let's get to Don. Don, good morning to you. Let's hear.
Hello, good morning, my prince.
Good morning.
How was your night? Thanks for the response. Okay, I just want to comment on a few things I've listened to this morning from your discussions. What is going on in this country is really appealing. When people come online or come on board a radio station to defend something they know that is totally wrong. See, what is wrong, irrespective of whoever is involved. Irrespective, whether it's your brother, your sister is involved, it doesn't matter. You don't have to come to defend somebody when he's doing the wrong thing. Look at the kind of convoy this guy was moving around in a country where we're talking about like small resources, in a country where abject poverty is growing, in a country where people are finding it difficult to feed twice in a day, actually once in a day these days, in a country where fuel is something else, which is the only means of transportation, and somebody is moving around with a convoy of hundreds of cars in SUVs, very expensive cars that gobs up fuel. And they're telling us to continue, enduring that this hardship is necessary. Ihanacho, how many of these people have let go some of their packages? And they're telling us, you see, sometimes I don't blame us. And I don't blame us is because this mentality is the reason why Nigerians cannot put their hands together and fight our people who put us in chain, because we're always defending our brother. People who are supposed to make life better for you and your children are the people stealing everything that is meant for you, and then you're there defending them. When we're supposed to, in Sri Lanka, look at what happened in Sri Lanka. In other countries, just a little increment in bread price, the people troop into the street and they are united. I mean, it is just painful listening to some arguments. And people, you think that they should understand better. That is even more annoying. Ihanacho, I'm really pinged this morning, but let me stop here this morning. Thank you and have a blessed day.
Thank you, Don. Let's keep the emotions in check. Happens. Well, moving on. Let's see. Who's this now? Okay, I'm guessing that this is. Wait, by the way, Engineer Femi, I haven't heard from you in quite a while. Are you doing okay? If you're listening, let us know that you're doing good. Okay. And well, let's go to more of your messages. And who's this here? Okay, Bullets from Durumi too. You say, please, sir, was all those vehicles that were on convoy, were they having presidential plate numbers? If no, why are we still disturbing ourselves on trivial issues? My plea this morning is that government should come up with better measures to tackle inflation, most especially on commodities. Price regulation. God bless you, Eagles FM. You're my best FM station. Keep doing the good work. Thank you so much, Bullets. We appreciate you. You're our favorite listener as well. You know, we have everyone loves. The love is really big, and we appreciate it. Okay. And Harrison from Cuba says, good morning to you, Iana Choprince. Fuel price to rise to 700 naira per liter. It is well with us, Nigeria. May God help us before we all die. Harrison, we're not going to die. We're, I think the elites count on our resilience, and they know that we would continue to endure the, the price of things going up. Doesn't matter. Okay, who else is there? Okay, let's go to this one. It's from Comrade Ulobasi. Comrade Ulobasi, you say, good morning, Ihanacho Prince. President Tinubu, on assuming office barely a month ago, has broken record of moving with the longest column of SUVs in history. It may not be far from now. Our president will soon upgrade to moving with a convoy of presidential jets. But in the midst of all these, Nigerians are dying daily because of hardship brought about by the same people. Let us make it clear to our rulers that Nigerians will not suffer to the point of death. A time of resistance is loading. Who has ears, let him hear. Let us remember that it's when the center can no longer hold that things fall apart. God bless you, and God bless Nigeria. Comrade Ulobasi, thank you very much for that one. We're quickly winding down. Let's see who else we have here. Good morning. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Hope you slept well. My name is Joe from Maraba. I want to talk about the headline that says that talks about Adeleke at the Eid ground. Well, I blame Adeleke for taking himself to Eid ground when he's not a Muslim. I know politician does all these things, but I don't see any reason why he will go to that place. If you are a Christian, be a Christian. If you are a Muslim, be a Muslim. Enough of this hypocrisy, moving here and there to please followers. I think it's only in Nigeria that all these things happen. The Muslim governors or whoever goes to church, Christian governors want to show themselves in the mosque. But this is when you go downward, you discover that these two religions have no similarities like that. They don't even have that. We only pretend here. So you should stay on this lane and govern the people as human, not as Muslim or Christian. You should govern them as the people of Osun, the human beings in Osun. So if he does that, everything will be fine.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joe. Chinonso says, please, those expecting Mr. President to perform magic are wasting their time. He came in to fulfill his lifetime ambition. Shiki now. Chinonso, that's your thought. Thank you very much. Let's leave it now. Let's go to the SMS portal. Let's see how many messages we have. Ogademano from Ado Nasarawa State says, those concerned should call Governor Yaya Bello to order, as the killings in Kogi State politically is linked. Okay, I wouldn't say that. First to accuse him was Akwati Natasha, and now Atiku Abubakar, not former vice president anyway. Why Yaya Bello should allow peace to reign? From Ogademano. Ogademano, thank you very much. And this is where we'd have to drop the anchors this morning and move on to all the things. Did I just say shots on Eagles Wings? Sports on Eagles Wings comes on shortly. All right, and I hope that you have a pleasant time listening and getting to, enjoy the sporting activities across the world with your favorite Vicky Vic, the sports minister on radio. Vicky Vic, good morning. What's happening?
Good morning. It's just about the transfer because that's the most.
And it's Have You Say Thursday.
Yes, and anytime it's Thursday, what's on your sporting mind?
What's on your sporting mind?
Well, it's a holiday, and I just leave the listeners out there to enjoy themselves.
That's today. What it is. All right. Say a big thank you to Ifeanyi, GB, Salasi, Michael, Okwi, Clement Zion, Prince Olajide, Bright, Precious, Over to Jesus, Odokama, Joseph, Jojo, Abubakar, Suleiman, Princess Jennifer, Brightmaz, Okichuku, Don Harrison, Bulus, Comrade Ulo Bassi, Joe from Maraba, as well as Chinoso and Oganemanu. Thank you all for being a big part of the conversation this morning. Let's do this again tomorrow at the top of the hour, 7, and get your thoughts ready because fresh headlines will come your way. My name is Ihya Nacho Prince. Feel free to call me His Radio Highness of Abuja.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.